Wendy Yellen. This is the Art of Transformation. And today I'm going to talk to you, I'm going to show you a little bit about the way that an eidetic image works with the person. A little bit about how the consciousness begins to grapple with our own internal hurdles. And it's going to be a short vlog, I think. Before I continue, though, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It'll help me to get these videos out to you sooner and also to reach people like yourself who are interested in real transformation. When you watch an eidetic image, your deep consciousness, your deepest part of your psyche is not thinking, and it's not regurgitating your history. The eidetic image part of your mind is much deeper than history or memory. It's a part of your mind that can solve your obstacles, can soften the obstacles in you to yourself, partly because they are coming from that deeper part of your mind. And this part of your mind, the ancient Greeks understood it. They called it, these images, gifts from the gods, because this part of your mind is meant to help you deal with, resolve deep stuff, as opposed to memory and history, which basically keeps churning and is not meant to solve. It's meant maybe to understand. Maybe. I'm not even sure about that. But certainly to keep something going in your mind. That's what happens when you start to regurgitate memory and you just you're on rote. And you've certainly seen this when you've been with somebody who just keeps telling you the same story over and over and over again. And it's a hamster wheel for them. Nothing's changing. They're not even really connecting with it anymore. They're just retelling the story. So, but there are other parts of our mind, and one part of our mind is the eidetic part, which is meant to help you not just get over something, but to get beyond the way that you normally stop yourself and connect with your resources. So, when someone sees an eidetic image, let's say one of my new clients, someone has just started working with me, what often happens, especially the first time we do an image together, it can be very dramatic, the image itself, in the sense that the person maybe there's tears or laughter, maybe they're deeply moved. The body and the emotions are affected quite strongly, especially when someone has not done an image before and when we're doing it together, because doing it with someone helps you go deeper and to feel it more. So then it's like a movie, right? Kind of like a movie. Things are happening. There's there can be a lot of emotion. And maybe the biggest part of it is that the person can feel, it's thundering out there. The person can feel the shifts happening, like the tectonic plates are shifting. And a lot of times people feel like this strange sensation in their brain, like many of my clients call it, they feel like their brain is being rewired. So this feels more like a drama or a dramatic movie. And then, of course, human beings being what we are, then people expect that every image after that is supposed to be a dramatic image and have all kind of Sturm und Drang and drama and intense feelings, but not necessarily. So sometimes a person, the first image they see starts to kind of crack the crust and it feels more like the tectonic plates shifting. But then, as a client watches an image, a lot of times the image will have less drama in it and more like deep waves, deep underground currents that are slow but strong and real. And they are accessed by the person seeing their image and feeling the image. So you can see that might take a little bit more patience and a little more willingness to stay with what someone's seeing, as opposed to going straight to an expectation that it's supposed to be a different way. It happens so often that a client will say, well, not much is happening in an image. So then I'll ask them to tell me what they're seeing and feeling. And what's happening is as they're seeing the image, internally, they're actually adjusting or readjusting. There goes that thunder. To a new way of being. The image is taking them to a different part of themselves. And it's happening with seeing and feeling. Now, the visual may not look like a big car chase scene. It's what Netflix recently has been calling a slow burn. Things are happening beneath the surface, and they're really important, and you can tell they're going to take you very far, but it's not a car chase scene. It strikes me that this is also true of life. If you can slow down and be present to that person who loves you, and how they're being with you right now, and take it in, as opposed to being 5 steps ahead of where you both are right now, or where you're going to go this evening, or whatever. And you can stay with them and stay with yourself and be in that there's so much for you here. There's so much. And so now it's pouring rain and I have to go shut the windows. And I think that that's it for now. And I'll see you on the next recording. Bye for now.